today's topic is what is Tantra. Now this is a translation that I'm doing for my Guruji's Hindi videos that he has spoken about it, what Tantra is. Okay, so here these are not my words, these are my Guruji's words that he spoke. Many of you have already seen that video. That was I think last month, and now I'll be translating this for my overseas clients who are not understanding Hindi as a language. Okay, so let's get started. What is Tantra? One by one I'll be reading the points as to what he said. Okay, so see, everybody, first of all I want to start by saying this: everybody has the right to gain prosperity and growth in their lives. All right, now but the word Tantra has become such a joke in today's society. That's what he says, you know, and that's the truth also, that people don't know what Tantra is, for what Tantra is used, you know, and what are the rules or what are the basic ethics of Tantras. Okay, this is what we are actually talking about today, that what is Tantra exactly. See, now the word Tantra, I'll start with an example that like where he stated that it is a supreme power. Okay, Tantra is a supreme power. It's a divine power. Its main ingredient is divine power. All right, like there's a tree. He says that there's a tree, okay, which may be having a medicinal property. Okay, a tree that can actually cure several things. Okay, so what will you do? You cannot eat the tree completely, isn't it? You can't eat that tree completely to gain the medicinal properties of it. Whereas what you will do, you will benefit it through its leaves, stems, isn't it? And then, you know, utilize these things, the leaves, the stems, etc., to make medicine. And once you eat that ingredient, the medicinal, the properties which it has, you will feel better and you will be out of that disease, isn't it? You will get relief. If not out of it, then you will get at least relief. Okay, and to learn Tantra, you need to transform yourself, okay, with discipline, determination, hard work, and the most important thing is connect with the divine. Okay, that's really, really important. Okay, at their level, the characteristics of the divine, you need to follow that. Okay, and what are those? See, you need to connect at those levels of the divine. Like I said, take Diksha from a guru. That's very important. Learn all Vedas. What food to eat, what it consists of, what food to eat, how to sleep, how to do puja, which place to sit and do puja. Okay, the details of the puja, what kind of mala to be used for enchanting. Different enchantings, different mantras are supposed to be, different pujas have their own kinds of malas to be used for enchanting as well. What kind of utensils are used for cooking, isn't it? Which direction to sit and do the puja or prayers. Okay, which season, there's seasons, in which season which particular puja will be the most beneficial or can be done is also one of the major things. It's a part of it. And then which place, of course. Okay, sitting at one place, people, you cannot do all kind of sadhanas. Every sadhana has its own way, its own place where it can be done. Okay, after you know the knowledge or gaining knowledge of all this, Guru Diksha is taken. Okay, following all instructions if you're doing that. Okay, because these divine energies are beneficial. Of course they're beneficial, but only when it's done in Guru's supervision. Otherwise, this can become the reason of your destruction for all the doers as well. Okay, whoever are doing it. Always remember this. Do not study from the book and start practicing any process or any sadhana. It can really be harmful. I have known people, there are stories. Many of you must have read also that they have started reading from some book, and destruction has taken place in their lives. Even sometimes you have to lose your life. Okay, it's that dangerous. So remember that. So any person who follows these instructions, okay, that's written in the Shastras, okay, sadhanas which are done typically, okay, for any particular siddhi, for example, he has to follow rules, like previously I said, rules associating with it, okay, like mala, which bhog to give, which place to sit, which direction. Okay, now few sadhanas and siddhis are done in mountains, some are done in forest, some are done in the crematory grounds. Yes, it is done, shamshans, which you called, okay, and some are done near the riverside. Okay, these are rare. Some are done in the temples. Okay, so all this, then making a Jyotish chakra, doing havans, yagnas, different kinds of things have different, instructions involved. So all that is, I'm telling in a very lot, with a brief aspect to it. Okay, so any person who want to learn sadhanas, mantra vidya, can be learned. Okay, it can be learned, but only through Guru Diksha. Otherwise, the method will become destructive for human rather than being beneficial. This is something that I'm really focusing on because my Guruji focused on this. This is the most important thing. Without the Guru's supervision, do not enter the field of Tantra. Do not feel that from the books. Do not think you're too smart that, why do I need a Guru? Okay, I can just study from the books. Everything is available. And especially on online, you people think everything is available. That's really not true. Okay, so follow this. This exactly is the meaning of Tantra, the correct meaning of Tantra. Okay, that what Tantra is. And people who are interested, I've given you a brief as to what needs to be done. If you're really interested in this field, do not do the blunder of doing it by yourself. Okay, I'm trying to save you guys because there'll be different people telling you different things, but this is the reality. Guru supervision is the must. Okay, following the rules of Tantra is a must. Understanding Tantra for your benefits is the must. Okay, these are the basic platform how you can actually understand Tantra. Okay, the seriousness of Tantra. Okay, it is not a joke. Okay, that's about it. I'll do a translation for another video, basic rules of Tantra, coming up next after this video. Thank you. Next week I'll see you with another topic. Till then, goodbye.